Fathers, we got to be sure that we tell our sons and daughters that we love them, grab and hug them, and for no apparent reason but just to give them that extra little bit of attention, bug them. Because you see, time will run, therefore the time will come when their adolescent minds have to step into a cruel world disguised by smiling faces, making it seem easy to trust them. And after they've used them for something and abused them for glutton, they turn around and treat our seeds as if they're nothing. Come to find out, those same smiling faces that they were trusting were really just fronting. And it doesn't matter if you live in the suburbs, country hills, or city projects, because to these predators in the world, our sons and daughters aren't children of God who need to be loved, but merely objects. Prospects used to gain more prospects, so therefore the sick logic to search, seek, and destroy on little girls and boys, it's all part of their process. That's why we must tell our sons and daughters that we love them, grab and hug them, and for no apparent reason but just to give them that extra little bit of attention, bug them. Because you see, fathers, it's our impression that our sons will mimic first, and there's nothing worse than a little girl who thirsts for love and affection, seeking it in a negative direction to fulfill. Some lie and steal, turn to the same sex appeal, even drug deal and kill at will for a feel that's surreal. And of course, sex, drugs, and gangs, we tell them that it's wrong to, and by doing so, their success will be a long view, but sometimes that's kind of hard to disregard when deep down inside you just want something or someone to belong to. So they wrestle with feeling special, while willingly giving up their mind, body, and soul to Knievels, which in return make them feeble, but in their minds, it's the lesser of two evils. Kind of like the exact same high that's been contacting this generation is now contacting the next generation, and it's just doing so by piercing them with a totally different needle, killing our young people. Because you see, every child of God has been blessed with a gift to uplift. It's just too bad some of us don't explore it. Instead of taking time for it, we ignore it, so therefore these young bucks are risking their luck out in the street looking for it. Because even though my 7-year-old son wasn't born with a bloodline to reach us, our love line be the thesis, so therefore I love him the exact same way that Joseph loved Jesus. Knowing his self-esteem increases because everybody needs somebody just like I did, so I'll be sure to give him hard lessons followed by heartfelt blessings every night before he closes his eyelids. And when he wakes up, I tell him I love him, grab and hug him, and for no apparent reason but just to give him that extra little bit of attention, bug him. And assure that he knows even though he and I don't wear the same face, by God our hearts have been strategically placed in the same place. Because see, it's a cold, cold world, and sometimes you just got to suck it up and put on your game face, because there's a long, long, long line of brothers who are sitting around doing nothing but are quick to blame race. See, we got to aim high, brothers, because our life journey doesn't have to involve hiring an attorney. And although sometimes it's very hard to do, but walking away from certain situations will prevent you from being in handcuffs or laying on top of that gurney. Because see, our connection be their reflection, and sometimes be the exact reason why they're either headed in the right or the wrong direction. And although there's no perfect father or stepfather handbook to show us how to be one, every child, regardless of their bloodline, needs one. Because how else will our sons grow up to be men if a real man, they've never seen one? Spoken vocally. God bless.